Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Bebop, and I know it's been a little minute, man. I'm gonna be honest. Sparking Zero has definitely drained my entire soul. I'm gonna go into that really quick, but really, I gotta say that the game has definitely lost a lot of drive for me personally, and I can tell that it's lost a lot of its flair with the community as well. I'm not saying that Sparking Zero is dead. I'm not going to that lengths, and I'm not saying Sparking Zero is dying. Right? It's way too sudden to say these things, and plus we still have an update that has yet to be fully revealed, so hopefully the update of course will alleviate a lot of the player stress, including myself. I'm not gonna lie to you, the 3-week hiatus that I've been taking from YouTube is essentially the reason is because of this as well with Sparking Zero, man. Yeah, like the update hopefully can save that. You know, I have really no motivation to play, especially in ranked matches, and even some homies that I've hit up, I'm like, yo, do you want to play? And they're like, nah, I'm good, bro. So it's really difficult to kind of force myself to play this game. And interestingly enough, diving into the main topic of today's video, there's been a lot of drama that's been going on Twitter, well, specifically within the Sparking Zero community. And obviously, look, it's probably already been a week and you guys already probably know about it, but if you don't know, here's the tea. All right, so it essentially boils down to Sparking Zero having a tournament. More specifically, there was a France tournament that happened November 24th, and a lot of drama, a lot of heat went on during this debacle. Now, listen, a lot of people were definitely upset with how the event was ran, and admittedly so, I can agree and I can attest to why a lot of people were frustrated, especially within the players themselves, but also on the responsibility with Bandai themselves on how they handled it. Definitely, I'm going to give my inputs as well, but essentially, here's what happened. So Globku announced saying, you know, what happened yesterday during the France tournament was just unacceptable. We get that Sparking Zero isn't a competitive game, but as soon as you put on a tournament like this, you have to respect player choice. Telling a player to switch characters and grand finals is not okay. So, you know, first time seeing this, I was like, wait, what even happened? So, you know, I had to do my research. I was like, yo, what's going on? What's the tea, man? And so I scrolled down and he kind of gives a little rundown explaining that there was a player named Hiliaster. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. If not, my bad, bro. You know, he was told to play seriously and switch out to Dr. Gero and Android 20. So already immediately off that, I'm like, oh, brother, an Android's player, right? But all right, whatever. It is what it is. It's a tournament. You know, he's going on into details of, you know, how about France being the strongest region, etc. And so then he apparently let the staff know that, hey, like, if I switch out, I'm going to lose. But they forced him to do it anyway. Now, if what he is saying is true, that's crazy and wild to say, especially when you're running a tournament. Can you imagine running in a tournament, running some characters in a tournament, and all of a sudden they're like, you feel that hand on your shoulder like, hey, buddy, pack it up. I don't like you using that character, so you're going to have to switch out. As toxic as that character may be, right? Could you imagine? That's like if somebody ran Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and in the tournament, you know, the people that are running the tournament are like, you know what? I don't like this. Yo, you need to switch out right now. Like, could you imagine? So I already, off of that alone, can already say, yeah, that is not okay. Like, you absolutely cannot tell a player to stop playing the character, as toxic or annoying as it may be. You genuinely cannot do that. That's just me, but people will agree to disagree. All right, so we're gonna go into some deeper details. Okay, yesterday you violated that player choice during the official tournament, so he's calling out Bandai Namco here. I don't even agree with chat spamming fix your game when we blah blah blah. So essentially, you know, everybody's upset. You can tell from a majority of these players, they're going into the Bandai Namco Twitch account, just kind of going off, and you know, with their pitchforks and forks just rioting, and I get it, right? So he goes into details and saying before they even announced this tournament series, they had multiple tournaments to look at to decide on a rule set. TNS showed them how bad this rule set would be. They ignored it. Consequences should not be on the players. Rant over, right? So he gives his input here, and then he goes into some further context for accuracy. So I'm going to click this image. So assuming from the screenshot alone for context, I'm assuming they told, I'm pretty sure they told Hillister to play seriously because he was playing the androids, and he's like, hey man, I am playing seriously, right? So then this is the Bandai, or I guess tournament hoster, and he says, we'll be creating a new lobby, please join for the stream and please play the match seriously, otherwise we will disqualify. That is kind of insane and weird to kind of just throw on somebody like a threat. And I am just befuddled, bro. I am befuddled. So now let's dig into the actual context of the clip for those that haven't seen it. All right, so we are back. So this is what was sparking, no pun intended. This was what was essentially getting the crowd riled up. So I'm gonna watch this clip and you're gonna see for yourself. Okay, so now look, that looks insanely boring and horrible. All right, so essentially these are the players. Again, this is Shayu, sorry, and Hillister. This is what was essentially happening in the grand finals. They were just ascending and descending with the flight, and absolutely everybody can tell, all right, you're obviously trolling, right? Apparently though, allegedly, they were doing this intentionally to kind of showcase, you know, kind of being like heroes in their own way, to showcase, hey, Bandai, I need you to pay attention to this so I can show you how busted this game really is. Fix it. So it's kind of like they were trolling intentionally to showcase the problems of Sparking Zero, so therefore Bandai could write that down and be like, you know what, yeah, we don't want to see that anymore. Oh, what do you mean you could just spam ascending and descending with the androids, right? So a lot of people could argue that, you know, you shouldn't, even though it's an exploit, you shouldn't do it anyway. But then they're like, you know, on the one hand, on the other hand, you got other people saying, well, it's Bandai's fault for even having it in the first place. So people were at war for the last couple weeks, literally going at each other's necks, because of this dilemma. And I don't blame either side. I'm not gonna lie, like, I'm gonna be neutral about this. I found it corny. You know, watching this, I'm like, yo, no way, like, no way I'm gonna sit here and just observe them flying and up and down. Like, I get it, hey, like, yeah, the game has problems, but then you're doing it constantly for like the remaining hour of the tournament. Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna lie, what did you expect for people to be like, yo, he's a hero? Like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest, like, genuinely, and this is no shade at all, yeah, you're gonna have people throwing shade at you, but on the other hand, I get it. Like, you know, when the game isn't performing as well as it should, you want to showcase that. You want to showcase that to Bandai. And so what greater way to do it? Do it in a very large space, like a tournament event, to kind of, you know, stand down on your business, stand firm on your defense, kind of just like, you know, you're taking your stance, right? And you know, you're boycotting in your own way, essentially, right? You are taking your stance on what you felt was right. So essentially that's what the players were allegedly doing. And obviously, look, there's a lot of backlash, and what ended up happening was, you know, they ended up getting disqualified. So this is one of the players, the player that he was facing with Hillister, again, my bad. So he says, you guys all saw the finals where we played androids by going up and down, right? Basically, we've done nothing wrong. No rules went against that. It's just the optimal way to play DP battles. Then the tournament organizer gives out an announcement and says, yo, you know what? Pack it up. The two players that engaged in actions violated the code of conduct during the finals for the Dragon Ball Sparking Zero Dramatic Showdown online qualifier for France. Their actions disrupted the normal operation of the event. And I'm reading this, and I'm like, code of conduct? That just sounds like you just pull that out the depths of your ass. and just, you could have just said, look, I'm gonna be honest, what you did was corny. It was very annoying. And yeah, like, we're gonna disqualify you because we don't want to see that bullshit again. You could have at least said that, but you wanted to sound political and professional and say, yeah, you violated the code of conduct. That does not make sense, bro. That there were no rules specifically indicating that, hey, you can't fly up and down. It's with, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, the more I see this, and I'm like, yo, like, Bandai, or at least the tournament organizers, that's kind of crazy. Like, that is a very cringe way to go about things. At least, yeah, like, my opinion is, yeah, as annoying as it is, you should have just taken that L, and you know, you could have been like, look, whatever, it's the grand finals, let them do whatever it is that they're gonna do. But listen, next time, you know, the next tournament, if this happens again, this is a disqualification. Doing it at the finals and telling him to switch and all that stuff, that's a little extreme in my opinion, especially for the first tournament, right? Yeah, and even look, they're saying disqualification for both players. You can't qualify for the battle hour grand final. Third place players will be invited to compete in a match under supervision of administrators off stream. Dog, it was so bad that I was seeing tweets of people saying that anytime that they would play, they would just switch off the gameplay and just have the commentators just chatting, just talking. Do you know how insane that is? I had to find that clip, and when yo, that is the funniest shit ever. For more context, so this is a screenshot from him basically saying, look, he asked before the finals if he could play androids and nobody told him anything. So they intentionally, I guess, ignored him. You can see him say, hey, can a mod answer my question, please? Can I run and win to timer? Yes or no? Again, like, you know, he's trying to get some clarification. Obviously, look, you got people like, have you no shame? They're upset. Yeah, so, and that's just one side of the drama. We're about to get deeper. Before I get into the other drama, though, I do want to show you, shout out to my homie ZVG, man. He did find, and I think I'm pretty sure he clipped it as well. He did find the moment I was talking about where they just kept doing this the entire round, and you'll see for yourself. Do you see like how insane it is for that like that never happens? You know how boring a match has to be as a commentator for you to be like, so anyway, how was your day? Yeah, I'm gonna hang out with my son later. I can't wait. Bro, I wouldn't even want to hang out with my son. Are you kidding me? Yo, I'm just saying, like, you understand how bored you made that man feel? No, I'm just kidding. But like, genuinely, like, it was that bad. So I get that you want to showcase how bad the state of the game is right now with, you know, the exploits, but I guess abusing it is kind of wild, man. Like, make your stance. I personally would have done it, but limited how often I would have done it and not waste everybody's fucking time. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be real. I would not have wasted everybody's time. You know, that just felt like, all right, like, you've made your point. I think you've got him, dude. I think he's dead. You know, like, what are you doing? But that's just me. That's just me. I probably wouldn't even have participated. I'm gonna be real. All right. So anyway, if you thought that was bad with France, wait till you see essentially the drama that's been going on the Japan side. So this guy, Nikito, says, and shout out to him for making this post. He says, so today I played in the dramatic showdown Japan qualifier. I just lost to the same exploits that Shiryu and Hellister, again, those are the two French players, was banned for. And they did nothing about it because it was off stream, a thread. So, gonna watch this 52-second clip and see what this is about.
So chat, this is what I want you to clip. I want you to clip right here. So like right here, I hit him. gonna have a fighting chance. And then what does he do? He's gonna start running away, chat. And I can't catch him. I can't catch him. I can't catch him. He has infinite kick. There's no reason trying to dash. There's nothing to do. Like, I can't catch him. Like, it's pointless. He's showing me that I cannot touch him. He's showing that I cannot touch him, chat. He's showing that I cannot touch him. He is trolling me right here. He is trolling. He is trolling. He is trolling. He is trolling. And then he comes and grabs me. Like, yeah. Somebody clip that, please. Somebody please clip that.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a justifiable crash out. I would have had to air that hole in Minecraft. Ain't no way. I didn't even peep that because they're androids, they don't even waste energy. I didn't even peep that. Like, his bar was not moving at all. Do you imagine? Oh my god, I'm about to have a fucking brain aneurysm. The fact that this was going on for the entire duration of the rounds and matches. Okay, so clearly again he made a thread, and this is what was going down.
Really? That's bad. Yeah, bro. Let me continue because I know y'all trying to get these clips. I'm so sorry. After I responded, I said it's over. I lost the exploits. I'm gonna drop the clips. This dude right here, Bussy Man. Thanks for participating. You just gonna ignore? And then he said, "No, we got the results. Appreciate you, man. We got the result. This is the one. This the one. This one right here. That's the one right there. That one."
I ain't gonna lie, if somebody said, yeah, we got the results, buddy. Yeah, good job. Thanks for playing. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna seal this. Actually, let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna read the highlighted portion. He says, all players are expected to exhibit good sportsmanship, honesty, fair play, maintain respect for the tournament, blah, blah, blah. I'm just skimming. Behavior that is considered to be inappropriate includes, but not limited to the following: cheating, colluding with other players, hacking, using exploits, or any other behavior aimed at obtaining an unfair advantage or disrupting the operation of tournament. So essentially, if that's the case, right, and this person, Taimai, did the same exploits, right? Because it's essentially an exploit. But he didn't even get disqualified. That is an issue. So this person did the same exploits that these two Frenchmen did. Obviously, they got disqualified, but they didn't. That's a little odd. That's a little sus behavior. And so you can see him kind of complaining, going on a rant. He's saying, hey, he's using exploits live on my stream. I have the proof. They're like, what's going on? Please elaborate. He elaborates. He says he's doing the key blast loops from behind and running away with androids. Key blast loops from behind are untechable. It's unfortunately part of the game, so please continue. You guys disqualified France for the same thing. It's literally cheating. Hello, if you're able to connect to each other, please play the match. He's just essentially ignoring him at this point. And let me move my big ass head. Bro said, you need to play the match out. You don't know what happened in France. Sorry about the misunderstanding. Just play the set and record the result. What did you just say? Bro said, you don't know what happened in France, bro. Like, just stop jacking like you know, bro. Just play the game. Just like shut up and dribble, bro. That's insane, bro. What you mean? Oh, bro. Yeah. They all would have got cursed out by me. I'm just saying, I don't give a fuck. Ain't no what? You disrespecting me at that point. It's about the respect. I don't care about no damn tournament. Where's the respect? What? Bro said, you don't know what happened in France. Just play, bro. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? What? Oh, nah, bro. I never seen this actually. This is another example of an exploit. So as they defeated my character, I was not locked on, and they ran away infinitely with Android 19 and then hit key blast loops. Let me see this, bro. I know I'm gonna get tilted. Let me see this.
And keep real quick. Keep in mind, they did this shit, chat. They did this shit after I told them I'm about to report them. They made themselves visible. They stopped doing the infinite run shit after I said I was gonna report them. So like, this is whack. Like, this is mad whack. And then he hits me with a fucking key blast loop, untechable by the way. I'm not gonna let you see. And he's switching, keeping his health. This is bullshit. Keep going. Front, you can tech key blast loops. It's fair. But from the back, it's untechable. You can't revenge counter or nothing.
That's OD. That's OD. And especially with androids, bro, the key blast loops, bro. This is why a lot of people are not playing this game. Like, genuinely, a lot of people have put this game on pause. And again, I want to reiterate, I don't think this game is dying. Don't fall into that hype and be like, oh, this game is dead, dog. Like, it fell off within the first week. I'm gonna be real, the main issue is the ranked, obviously the exploits, the bugs, but yeah, like, I think a lot of players are, and again, you guys, especially myself, are justified to feel like there has to be some change. And a lot of people have stopped playing this game as much compared to the first week of its release, because clearly it was fun the first week, but then you saw the abuse, you saw the exploits, you see the infinite untekables, the infinite key into the unblockables, same characters in ranked, no variation, essentially the same stagnant forms of players slash characters in ranked. There's no like essentially there's no casual mode. Like, everybody's sweating their ass off, going crazy in ranked just to be at the #1 leaderboard. My dumbass thought I was who I thought I was, claiming I was gonna be #1. I do not want that shit anymore. Hell no. Hell no. That I'm good off that. Y'all have that. Y'all be easy with that, bro. Because just the way to even get it, like, and look, this is coming from the knowledge from a couple Z-rank players that I'm familiar with and friends with. They're over here like, yo, like, honestly, I use Gogeta. I got tired of it and I fought fire with fire. And I know there are a couple people, like, shout out to one of my homies, Savior Zombie, who plays crazy characters like Chiaotzu to get rank Z. But even then, like, for that to even happen, that took way too long, right? But essentially you're gonna see the same players in Z or A rank or S rank is either Gogeta or MEY. Like, that's it. And maybe Vegeta once or twice sprinkled in there, but again, like, that's where Sparking Zero is right now. Okay. And again, this is just like more context, more screenshots of, like, you don't know what happened in France. Like, obviously these guys are annoyed, like, they're saying these people are a joke. Again, he just shows the screenshots here, nothing new, nothing crazy. And then shout out again to the homie I was just talking about, Savior Zombie, a very great player in this game. And he's going crazy. He said, yo, Bandai, this should not be a thing. How do you disqualify the winner because Spike Chunsoft can make a good game? He is not using the exploit. We had players that had items on and then they didn't get disqualified at all. So now they're over here talking about that items were used, and because of that, the items weren't, I believe, detected. I saw on this Reddit, and unfortunately there isn't proof, or there was, but the video got taken down for whatever reason. But a lot of people can verify that as of lately there's been extremely abusable and exploitable bug in the game in DP battles where two capsules max key at start and 1 extra skill point are usable in DP. That's busted with items disabled. Do you know how insane that is to go into a ranked match with the option to disable items, because items obviously grant you an advantage, but you go into the game with items disabled just to find out that the opponent you're playing has items on? that is busted, and that definitely requires immediate attention. He's bringing it to light since I've recently come across how it's done, but I've been exposed to it in DP ranked battles for a while. So a lot of people have been facing this encounter, right, or this dilemma, this exploit, and you can only imagine how long this has been happening for, right? And a lot of people have been honestly complaining since I believe like the second week of sparking, that like, yo, something feels off. Like there's no way like this person has this amount of key, he's doing X amount of damage. I mean, look, that could just come across as complaining, but hey, a lot of people like, look, now things are like adding up. They're like, wait a minute, like, so yeah, definitely pay attention to the characters. It's always important to find out what characters you know, have how excuse me, I drew a blank as I was reading. It's important to know what characters are spawned with what type of ability / skill points, or how much keyboard they have, right? It sucks that you kind of have to look for proof, or at least kind of like verify that information for yourself. So like, all right, Krilikos DP, starting skill point 0, right? Starting key, like these are the things that you have to kind of take note of. And then if for whatever reason you see that, you know, Krillin starts off with fucking, I don't know, 1 skill point in the beginning of the match, you know something is off, right? So it's like, you know that something is off, and Bandai has yet to address this, and I know that they will, but it's because of the fact that they haven't, right? It's the lack of communication in that regard is what is setting players up into this fray, right? And then yeah, he's just complaining about you know, the same situation, and you know, obviously people are arguing, claiming that this game should be at Evo. At the end of the day, I personally don't care for it being at Evo. I don't think this game ever will. I'm genuinely, look, with everything that's been happening and how the gameplay so far has been for me, watching it as just a casual player at this point, it is not you know, it is not igniting any hope, or at least any hype. Like, I have not watched a Sparking Zero tournament. I'm like, yo, this gotta be at the big stage. I just watch it, I'm like this. Oh, okay. Yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah, he killed the guy. Oh shit, yay. You know, like, I have no, like, there's no hype, like, as opposed to like Fighters, you know, Street Fighter, what, like, you know, those type of games where, yeah, like, it gets you riled up, you're locked the fuck in, you're watching it, like, anything can happen. But Sparking Zero, all these exploits, you're just like this the entire time, right? So it hasn't really moved me or compelled me to be like, yo, yeah, this game is a certified banger, is going to Evo. I know for a fact, I feel it in my heart, I feel it in my balls, is going to Evo. I don't feel that, you know, and I don't think it will, and I genuinely don't think it ever will. I feel like they would have to pull massive amount of strings, massive updates, right? And I do hope, right? And look, I obviously want this game to flourish. I want it to be successful, and if it goes to Evo, I'll eat my own fucking foot, right? Like, I will genuinely, you know, bow to the fact that, hey, you know, I was proven wrong, right? I'm okay with holding myself accountable to that regard. But look, a lot of players got to accept the fact that genuinely, right as it stands, there is not no damn hope for Evo. Like, it is not an Evo game. It is not as competitive as people are making it out to be, in my opinion. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality. But anyway, that's basically covering the drama. Again, I have not really been playing this game. I'm trying not to play it and forcing myself to play it while it's in a very awkward position right now, because that's just how you lead to burnout. When you force yourself to play a game that you know you're not gonna have fun with, or at least have as much fun with in ranked, right? Maybe you could play with the homies, but even then, that still feels a little forced sometimes. It causes burnout, and I don't want to experience that with a game that I've been looking forward to for 17 goddamn years. You feel me? So right now I'm just kind of like praying and hoping that this update is so massive to the point where, like, yeah, like, there's a definite difference. No exploits, no bugs. You know, I need them to like be more on top of communicating, be like, hey, we know your problems. Obviously, we had that survey, so that was cool. You know, I'm hoping that they read everybody's feedback with that regard. But honestly, guys, that's all for me. That's me just covering a bit of the drama. I'm not really like a drama guy to cover things, but I needed to upload something. I'm gonna be real. But how do you guys feel about this game after, again, look, the game has been out already a solid month and some change. How are we feeling about the game after a month? How are we feeling about these exploits? How are we feeling about Bandai disqualifying players for doing these exploits? Were they in the right or were they in the wrong? Were the players in the right or were they in the wrong, right? Let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts as well. Please give this video a like, subscribe to the boy if you are new here. Give me some damn ideas on what to upload with Sparking or something else. I might even branch to anime reactions at this point. I'm gonna be real. I have no idea what to do with my channel right now because I'm gonna be honest. Like, I wasn't gonna put all my eggs in one basket for Sparking, but I didn't think that I was gonna hit this wall. I didn't think I was gonna hit this wall so soon and so sudden with Sparking. And you know, obviously I was dealing with a lot of personal real life matters, so apologies for that. But regardless, a great chunk of it had to do with the fact that I wasn't having fun with Sparking, and I didn't want to force myself to ever upload or play a game I wasn't really having fun with. End of the day, I do this for fun. We play games for fun. If you're not doing either, you should not do it to yourself because you don't owe that to anybody, and that's just disrespectful to yourself as a person to force yourself to try to have fun on something. It's just a game. At the end of the day, if you're not having as much fun as you were, it's okay to put the game down and play something else. You feel me? So anyway, that's all for me. Again, sorry for the yapping. I missed you guys though, and will try my best to hopefully upload something when this game has its update and we can uncover that together. But until then, stay safe. You already know, this is your boy Bebop. Much love, and again, I'll see you guys in the next one.